Hi everyone, I am Dr. Lynn, your host for today. This seminar is brought to you by Select Custom Solutions. Select Custom Solutions offers an extensive range of ingredients and blends for the bakery industry, including low-carb flour blends, milk replaces, egg alternatives, protein blends, specialty blends, and bulk bakery blends. With the state-of-the-art ingredient technology and skilled on-site food technologists, Select Custom Solutions can formulate to enhance nearly any bakery application. Today, we are joined by Amy Spike. Amy is an experienced food technologist with over 8 years of experience in the food and beverage industry. Amy earned a bachelor's degree in food science from the University of Wisconsin-Madison with a minor in European studies. Her expertise in baking complements her professional skills, enabling her to bring creativity and innovation to her work. As a member of the Food and Beverage Innovation Team at Select Custom Solutions, Amy offers technical services and spearheads product development initiatives. She works closely with customers to customize solutions for their specific needs and contributes to the advancement of the Select Custom Solutions branded ingredient portfolio. Amy's work is driven by a dedication to quality and a passion for culinary exploration. Amy now will share a presentation on reformulation and cost optimization. Take it over, Amy.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to today's presentation about reformulation and cost optimization in bakery. As a reminder, this is our topic for today, and my name is, again, Amy Spike from Select Custom Solutions. For today's agenda, I will give a little summary about Select Custom Solutions and what we do. Then we'll get into the presentation, which will include milk replacers, egg replacers, and blends for bakery efficiency. This includes dough conditioners and developers, in addition to bakery premixes and blends. We'll then finish off with some additional resources and then Q&A. Located in La Crosse, Wisconsin, Select Custom Solutions spans 265,000 square feet, featuring a comprehensive setup to support diverse production needs. With 11 production areas, the facility has 7 blending lines, ensuring efficient and precise ingredient blends, 5 retail packing lines dedicated to preparing products for market, and an advanced agglomeration system that enhances the quality and consistency of the final products. Our state-of-the-art facility exemplifies innovation and capacity in ingredient manufacturing, catering to a wide range of industrial and retail requirements. As a comprehensive supplier, SCS specializes in ingredients catering to diverse industries, including dairy, cheese, frozen desserts, sports nutrition, health and wellness, beverages, non-dairy products, and of course, bakery. Beyond supplying branded ingredients and private label, we offer ingredient distribution and fulfillment services, providing a seamless and efficient supply chain experience. Our commitment to excellence and versatility allows us to support our clients' needs across multiple sectors, ensuring their products achieve optimal taste, functionality, and success. Select Custom Solutions also offers turnkey services that encompass product development and optimization. Our services include the creation of innovative new concepts for precise flavor development and product matching. With expertise in analytical troubleshooting, we can help to swiftly address and resolve issues, ensuring a project's fast turnaround. Our focus to cost optimization and reformulation allows our customers to maintain competitive pricing while enhancing product quality, and our comprehensive approach means that from concept to completion, your products achieve excellence and market readiness. Now, with that said, let's get into the cost optimization reformulation portion of the presentation, and we are first starting with milk replacement. Before we get into replacing non-fat dry milk, let's talk about what it is, its functionality, and why it's used in baking. Non-fat dry milk is essentially non-fat milk dried into a powder form. It's mainly comprised of lactose and protein, with about 80% of the protein being casein and about 20% being whey. NFDM contributes to browning and crust color, while also providing uniform crumb, soft texture, and enhanced shelf life. The added dairy solids also contribute to the flavor and richness of baked goods. NFDM enhances water absorption in batters and doughs in addition to reducing the toughening action for smoother textures, easier mixing, and less wear and tear on equipment. The milk replacers that we currently have include Nutrimix, EconoBake, and Bakeagen's 1243, 1251, and 1262. Nutrimix and EconoBake are specific items we have for cost optimization, and Bakeagen is our line of bakery ingredients blends that deliver unbeatable performance and structure while minimizing the high costs associated with ingredients such as dairy, soy, and eggs. SCS milk replacers are one-for-one replacers of non-fat dry milk that offer similar functionality and dairy flavor in bakery applications. One of the cost benefits associated with using SCS milk replacers is that they can offer cost stability to market fluctuations. The past few years have shown us that nothing is for certain in the commodity markets, and NFDM has certainly seen its ups and downs. Additionally, our milk replacers, and other blends for that matter, have tiered pricing options to further optimize costs and lower unit costs. Another advantage to SCS milk replacers is that they contain ingredients that offer additional functional benefits beyond NFDM alone without purchasing additional ingredients. Here's a breakdown of some of the additional functional benefits that our milk replacers have. Their ingredients can offer pH benefits, help reduce fat absorption in donuts, further increase moisture retention, provide emulsification, contribute to structure and volume, and improve texture and tenderness in baked goods. Choosing a milk replacer depends on many factors like price point, final application, and ingredient and nutritional constraints. You can contact us directly for help finding the best option to suit your needs. Speaking of applications, SCS milk replacers work in most applications that call for NFDM and milk. Examples include donuts, yeast leavened goods, cakes, biscuits, bakery mixes, icings, fillings, creams, and more. Now, let's switch to egg replacement. Before we get into replacing eggs, let's talk about their functionality and why they're used in baking. The solids in eggs are mostly comprised of fat and protein, and this is where most of the functionality stems from. Eggs provide aeration and help with leavening as well as acting as emulsifiers, which helps keep products moist and it tenderizes the crumb. Eggs also can form gels and bind ingredients, which can enhance batter stability and structure in baked goods. The proteins in eggs also contribute to Maillard browning. We currently have Bakeagen 1061 and 1751 in our line of egg replacers, but we're always developing new options and can work with customers if they need something more specialized. Eggs are used a lot in baking, but sometimes it's necessary to do a partial or total replacement of liquid or dry eggs. Our line of Bakeagen egg replacers offer partial to total replacement of liquid and dry eggs with similar functionality in baking applications. Egg replacers have many benefits like removing an egg allergen, less potential microbial issues, reduced cholesterols, etc., but today we'll focus on the cost-related benefits. One of the greatest cost benefits of egg replacers is that they offer cost stability and cost savings in the face of the volatile egg markets. Everyone from commercial bakeries to general consumers have felt the effects of the high egg prices and reduced inventory in the past couple of years due to the avian flu decimating egg-laying flocks globally. Similarly, partial or whole egg replacement can help offset costs and demand from buying cage-free eggs, as cage-free eggs are typically more expensive than conventional eggs. Increased demand for cage-free eggs is stemming from growing consumer preferences, in addition to several states in the US banning the production and sale of eggs from caged hens. Additionally, in-shell and liquid eggs are costly to store in refrigerated or frozen storage and have a limited shelf life. Bakeagen egg replacers are powdered and can be stored at ambient temperatures for up to 2 years. Bakeagen egg replacers work in most applications that call for eggs. Examples include cakes, cookies, muffins, bakery mixes, etc. Our Bakeagen 1061 has even performed very well in some cheesecake trials at 100% replacement. Let's transition to blends for bakery efficiency, which includes dough conditioners and dough developers, as well as bakery premixes and blends. Let's start with PZ dough conditioners. PZ is our line of dough conditioners, which includes PZ44 Original and PZ44 Double Strength. PZ44 has been used in the industry for over 50 years and is preferred product of the World Pizza Champions, where it's used in the official dough recipe for the World Pizza Games. PZ dough conditioners reduce mixing and fermentation times, yielding doughs that are easier to stretch, shape, and process. For cost benefits, PZ44 can decrease dough mixing time by up to 30%. Not only does this save you time, but this also means less wear and tear on the equipment and less energy used. PZ44 also allows a margin of error for inexperienced employees. The dough has a little bit more forgiveness, so you don't have to throw out a whole batch if a small mistake is made. Now, if the mistake is big enough or you don't have enough dough, PZ44 is also great for emergency pizza dough. Pizza dough typically requires 24 to 48 hours to relax and ferment in a cooler. An emergency dough with PZ44 can typically be used within 1.5 to 4 hours. PZ is often used in pizza crusts, but can be used in other items like tortillas, breads, pie crusts, and crackers, mainly any dough that would benefit from relaxing and softening. Next is Ready Sponge. Ready Sponge is our line of dough developers, which include Ready Sponge Original, Ready Sponge C, Ready Sponge P, and Ready Sponge P and B. Our original Ready Sponge is a legacy product that has been used for over 60 years, and we've evolved and expanded the Ready Sponge line over the years to suit consumer preferences and product regulation changes. Ready Sponge dough developers reduce mixing and fermentation times while enhancing dough strength, structure, texture, and volume. Ready Sponge can decrease dough mixing time by up to 40%. Once again, not only does this save you time, but this also means less wear and tear on equipment and less energy used. Ready Sponge can also reduce fermentation steps and floor time, allowing the dough to be processed faster. The Ready Sponge line also offers alternate options that comply with state ingredient bans. This can help you if you need to reformulate to become compliant to new ingredient requirements. For anyone who isn't aware, potassium bromate is no longer permissible for use in California beginning in 2027 due to AB 418, aka the California Food Safety Act. There are currently 10 other states that have introduced legislations that would ban potassium bromate. Our non-bromated options include Ready Sponge C, which is dairy-based, and Ready Sponge P, which is vegan and kosher parve. Ready Sponge works in many breads and doughs, including frozen doughs, rolls, buns, bagels, pita, and more. Now, if you're wondering about the difference between our PZ dough conditioners and Ready Sponge dough developers, it mainly comes down to the ingredients used and added. PZ dough conditioners contain reducing agents, which help relax dough by breaking bonds between the proteins and gluten. In addition to reduced mixing times, reducing agents also help increase extensibility and sheetability in dough and decrease shrinking and snapback. Ready Sponge dough developers contain both reducing agents and oxidizing agents. Oxidizing agents build or develop strength in dough by adding bonds between the proteins and gluten. Oxidizing agents can improve dough handling by increasing firmness and decreasing stickiness. They can also increase dough extensibility and therefore gas retention. If your dough is too soft, then it won't have the strength to support itself when the dough is rising and baking. While it might seem counterintuitive to have both oxidizing and reducing agents, they work at different times. The fast-acting reducing agent works in the beginning to help reduce mixing and fermentation times, and the slow-acting oxidizer works later in the process to build back strength and improve gas retention. The last item on our bakery efficiencies section is bakery premixes and blends. If our stock items don't specifically suit your needs, we also work with customers to create a blend or blends that work best for them. This can range from a couple of ingredients as premixes all the way to complete bakery blends. For example, our Bakeogen 1131 is a blend of highly functional dairy ingredients, leavening agents, and buffering agents to provide consistent performance and functionality in donuts. Premixes and blends have many cost advantages. The first being it will save your team time and money from having to weigh up multiple ingredients so they can start the baking process sooner. With a reduction in individual ingredients, this can free up warehouse and storage space, as well as having to worry about fewer SKUs and their expiration dates. Premixes and blends can also eliminate MOQ, or minimum order quantity, issues on smaller quantity ingredients. When you get many of your ingredients in one blend, you also save on logistics costs for multiple ingredients being shipped to your facility. If you have any questions about bakery premixes or blends, or about any of our other items, please reach out to us. To contact us or to request a sample, you can go to our website, selectcustomsolutions.com, and you can also visit our LinkedIn or email us at info@select-cs.com. We also have some informational resources available through BAKERpedia. There are some Thought Leadership Thursday videos that discuss egg replacers and dough conditioners in more detail, and we also have sponsored a Baker paper on dough conditioners.
Thank you, Amy. What an excellent presentation on the variety of solutions that help her. And yes, we do have the dough conditioners Baker paper up and ready for you to download. So if you could go over the seminar, you should be able to download the paper.
It really depends on many factors like the current usage or amount of eggs in your formula or application, current market costs, your replacement level, the form of eggs you're replacing, like liquid or dry. But we have seen customers save up to around 40% on their egg portion costs. But for more specifics, you can reach out to us and our sales team to connect with you and run some numbers. Premixes, what we had in the presentation, that one, if you weigh up your ingredients, if all your ingredients are weighed up beforehand, then it means less weighing up later down the line for you and your team, mostly. And it saves, so you don't have to order in multiple ingredients, you're just ordering in one blend. You only have to worry about one expiration date.
Yes, and I would like to add to that too. It reduces the error in scaling out minors, and also it provides what Amy called the margin of error in between crops and changeover in crops. So you actually throw away less dough or getting uh, um, products that are out of spec if you use proper dough conditioners for your formulations.
The Bakeage 1131, that one is, I suppose it doesn't necessarily have to go into donuts, but that one it just does. That one isn't necessarily a complete donut mix. It's just sort of a premix of some of the leaveners and buffers and items like that. But we can go from a premix to all the way just a full blend, like a full blend, just add water and this and mix and go. So it kind of depends on what you're looking for.
That's really wonderful, Amy, because full product donut mixes are expensive to ship. So if you could, make up a concentrate and all they need to do is add flour and
Right.
water, that's awesome.
It really depends on how many factors of like the amount that you have in your formula, how much the eggs currently cost, what kind of eggs you're replacing, and the replacement level, if you're doing 100% replacement or 50% replacement. It really comes down to an application based answer on specific numbers. So it will really depend on all those factors for a more in-depth cost savings look.
And also don't forget, eggs fluctuate this way, right? Depending on where you are and how you compare. If you compare it when eggs are high, then this replacement system is good. If you compare it when the eggs prices are down low, then this does not look as good, right? So it's
Right.
just you have
Yeah,
to
it's
keep that in
definitely
mind.
market cost as
Yeah.
well.
Right. You gotta keep that in mind when you do cost analysis. And not to forget this egg replacer is a great way of getting allergens off your line if you're ever into looking to offer a vegan product. And that I don't know how to, comment on the cost of that. That basically gives you an entire SKU altogether in terms of innovation.
Yes, yeah, we can definitely make custom blends for you, which includes blending some of our current items together for larger volumes. And yes, blending milk and eggs replacers together, they should be able to play nice together and still function correctly. Yeah, so you can do it as a full premix, a bigger premix if you would like. That's a tough one, but it's a good question. I'll say I'm not an expert, but to be fair, information is still unfolding daily, but currently no live and active parts of the avian flu have been found in pasteurized milk in the US. Protocols have been put in place to limit the spread among cattle, and most, if not all, powdered dairy products and ingredients are first pasteurized before being dry. It doesn't seem like the markets have been influenced too heavily by the avian flu so far, and market chatter has been pretty limited. And hopefully, these are signs that future impact will be limited as well. That will depend on your price point, the final application, if you have any ingredient constraints or nutritional constraints, stuff like that. But you can contact directly for help with picking something like that. One of our dough conditioners might be able to work in one of our off-the-shelf dough conditioners, I should say, might be able to work for something like that. If it doesn't, then we can certainly work with you to get to something closer that will help you. But you can definitely reach out for us and we can send samples and have our team talk to you about that a little further. I would think it would be more stable than egg prices because I know those can fluctuate and have fluctuated wildly. I know there are some commodity ingredients in the egg replacements, but those should be more stable than definitely than more stable than the egg markets currently. So yes, there will be some fluctuation, but it should be more stable than eggs. Yes, absolutely. We can certainly send out any samples of anything you're interested in. You can reach out to us at our website, which is selectcustomsolutions.com, or email us at info@select-cs.com. We can definitely work with you on that. If that's a project that you're looking into, then that's something we can do. I know there have been a lot of replacements that people have been suggesting in terms of flavor filler, even like carob, and flavors on top of that. But I would definitely reach out if that's something that you want to work with us on.
So I would like to add to that too. Recently, we released a Wisdom Wednesday on
Yeah, that's right.
cocoa powder reduction, and we use cocoa extract from Prova. So if you want an enhancement in the flavors, yes, cocoa extract for the flavor part, but Custom Solutions would have this solution for the bulking side of things. Bulking and coloring, that's what you need to look at.
I'm not sure which additive, but PZ44 definitely that gets used in tortillas all the time, and it works very well. It helps with shaping and pressing and functionality like that. But yes, PZ44 has definitely been used in tortillas.
Yes, and with tortillas, the most important thing is rollability. So you need to work with select solutions to make sure that it doesn't crack, right? So that's really important.
Yes, yes, we supply to countries and nations all across the globe. We have a lot of certifications that go along with that. We do kosher, we do halal. We supply to many, many countries, and we have members on our team who know about how to export and items like that. But definitely, yes. I know depending on the egg replacer, some of them can have reduced when you compare it, the egg replacer to the actual powdered egg. You can have less cholesterol, less fat, more protein, more fiber. Kind of depends on what you're looking at overall. I haven't looked at the milk replacers recently, but I'm pretty sure they're somewhat comparable in terms of like lactose and protein to NFDM. And it also will depend on the use rate that you have that you use the egg and the milk in any of the replacers as well. But that is another item that we can talk to you about. If you have certain constraints, then we can recommend one or the other. Yes, so we sponsored that white paper, and it kind of goes into what dough conditioners are, how they function on different ingredients, whether that be like protein, wheat, or starch, and it goes into specific ingredients that are considered dough conditioners, like mono and diglycerides and cysteine and items like that. So it gives a full comprehensive look to that. I know we are certified through SQF. We have NSF. We have quite a few. I don't remember them offhand, unfortunately. But if you want to know all the certifications that we have that I'm not remembering, you can definitely reach out. And we should be able to give you a comprehensive list.
Yeah, that's a great bunch of questions. And Amy, thank you so much for sharing your knowledge and teaching us a little bit more about dough conditioners and dough conditioning blends and how these can really help cut our costs on the high speed side of things. What really intrigues me is the PZ dough conditioners. I didn't know you guys had them, so I'm
Oh,
interested in looking into these. Yeah.
yeah.
So, thank you everyone for coming on today and asking these interesting questions. If you want to learn more, go over to the Baker Paper section of our website at bakerpedia.com and download the dough conditioners paper. All right, so we are going to call it a day. Thank you everyone for coming on. Thank you, Amy, and thank you, Ashuni.
Thank you.